Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 5.
Fires in Oregon destroyed 5 homes and a food pantry. What we're learning tonight about the possible causes.
Plus, a system-wide IT outage temporarily grounding flights. We'll tell you about the airlines involved at the impact to travelers at Tri-Cities Airport.
Also, the wildfires at the Grand Canyon led to evacuations, including one student who says it may have changed her graduation plans.
And Stacy is tracking some possible thunderstorms tonight.
That's right. We're seeing a little bit of thunder and lightning in some areas. Otherwise, mostly cloudy skies and a little bit of smoke and haze in the air. I'll tell you exactly what's going on. The news at 5 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Good Monday evening, and thank you for joining us as we start a new week together. I'm Austin Reed.
And I'm Wendy Redman. It is July 21st. First at 5, the Grandview School District says they were notified of multiple charges filed against a district employee alleging inappropriate conduct involving a minor. Here's what we know. The charges were filed on July 17th. The district says once they learned of the active investigation, the employee was placed on administrative leave. They say they are monitoring the situation and remain in communication with law enforcement as the legal process moves forward. No word yet on who the suspect is or what school they were at, but make sure you stay with us for the very latest updates.
A child is dead and 8 others are in the hospital after a crash on Interstate 90 over the weekend.
According to Washington State Patrol, this happened just before noon on Saturday. Troopers arrived to find a Chevy Tahoe off the road, rolled over. They say the adult driver and 8 passengers were injured, 7 of which were children.
Officials also say one of the children was declared dead at the scene. An adult passenger was taken to Harborview Medical Center in Seattle. The other occupants, including the driver, were taken to Kittitas Valley Healthcare.
Officials say the driver was the only person wearing their seatbelt. An investigation found the driver had experienced some kind of medical emergency right before the crash. Well, multiple fires in Boardman, Oregon left 5 homes and a food pantry destroyed. Reported at around 2:30 Friday afternoon, the fires along Willow Fork Road were fully contained just after 6 p.m. The cause has not been released, but the Boardman Fire Department says they are looking into what may have started it. One fire was believed to have been started by a lawnmower. Another is being investigated for possible arson.
It was mass chaos. I pulled up there. The first guys got let in by Frankie, and they went right to work. Watering houses next to the next ones that were going to burn, watering the yards and the roofs and everything. There was a lot of people on the roofs with garden hoses, hosing water down.
Right now, the Boardman Chamber of Commerce says the King's Garden Church and the Sage Center are accepting donations for those affected. We'll, of course, continue to follow the latest on the investigation and bring you the updates.
Well, today has been cooler than average for this time of year, and a chance for showers now?
Yeah, well, there were a couple of light sprinkles in the Tri-Cities area, but I swear, Stacy, I could have danced between those raindrops. They were not very many.
They were very few and far between, just enough to mess your car up if you just washed it, by the way. What we are looking at, of course, this evening is a little bit of wind, not bad, but cloudy skies and a little bit of smoke and haze. You certainly could smell that smoke earlier today. So far hasn't been impacting our air quality, but look at this, 75 degrees. We are typically in the 90s. We're nearly 20 degrees below our average for this time of year, and we're going to see, well, warmer conditions tomorrow, but still below our average. Here's that little bit of smoke and haze. It's getting a little bit better as tonight moves on, so that is good news for the region. Temperatures, again, very mild. In fact, look how cool it is here in the Tri-Cities compared to everybody else. It's a full 5 degrees warmer in Hermiston, and typically we're pretty close. Winds are a little bit breezy today in the Kittitas Valley, but light winds elsewhere. Looking at your evening tonight, we could see some showers or thunderstorms developing in the Kittitas Valley, Ellensburg area, 70s down to the 60s by 10 o'clock. Now tomorrow, slightly warmer temperatures, but still cloudy and still a chance of a stray shower shower or thunderstorm. Big question, of course, we have the big weekend coming up with boat races, and look at these temperatures. This is looking pretty promising if you're planning on heading out to the water follies. So stray showers and thunderstorms, below average temperatures again tomorrow. A breezy warm up for Wednesday, and Thursday, increasing our fire danger once again, but nice temps for the boat race weekend. I'll break more of it down for you coming up. Austin, Wendy.
Stacey, we'll see in just a bit. Thank you. For months, the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, has been making cuts to federal agencies, including the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, the group that forecasts weather. Some worry that the cuts could be harmful to forecasting, as many National Weather Service centers are already understaffed. But supporters of DOGE say that the move will help reduce spending and lower inflation. U.S. Senator Maria Cantwell sent President Trump a letter outlining a 5-point plan that she thinks will help improve NOAA amidst the cuts, including upgrading weather data collection and using more modern emergency alert systems.
Why don't we want to be the most weather-ready nation we can? Why not know this information, likelihood of this storm effect earlier? And that is what our NOAA research lab is doing, is giving us that kind of modeling. But we have to upgrade our radar, our satellites, our buoy system, and make sure that we take that information in, analyze it, create the models.
As of 2 weeks ago, it is not believed that anyone has been laid off from Pendleton's National Weather Service location.
If you had a flight booked with Alaska Airlines or Horizon Air out of the Tri-Cities airport last night, chances are you ran into some trouble. A system-wide IT outage forced the airlines to temporarily ground all flights Sunday night. That included those departing from Pasco. Airport officials say one flight was affected, leaving some passengers scrambling to rebook or wait it out.
To my understanding, everything's back to normal. That doesn't mean someone wasn't somewhere else and got stuck, missed their flight, missed their connection. But as far as the Tri-Cities airport goes, we had the one cancellation, and after that, everything else was running on time.
As of this morning, operations appear to be stable, according to Taft. But if you are flying Alaska today, airport officials recommend checking your flight status before heading out the door.
Benton County voters will receive their primary ballots this week, and voters will see a levy by Benton County Fire District Number 1. This levy is asking voters to return the fire levy to $1.50 per $1,000 of assessed property value. BCFD1 says this levy would help fund 3 full-time firefighters and EMTs to combat the higher call volumes, a new extractor washing machine to clean gear from dangerous chemicals, replacing aging equipment like ambulances and medical equipment, and station maintenance. If you have any questions or concerns, BCFD1 will be hosting a Q&A session in person tonight. It starts at 7 p.m. at Station 120. That's located at 30004 South Finley Road.
The 4th of July may be in the rearview mirror, but in Kennewick, the debate over fireworks is far from over. From loud booms to colorful skies, fireworks lit up Kennewick neighborhoods this 4th of July. Council members are taking note, including concerns about safety and fire risk from certain types of fireworks. While some neighborhoods enjoyed the return of the tradition, others say it's coming at too high of a cost.
I guess I never really understood why Kennewick moved forward with it in the first place, just this area being so dry, so many fires. I mean, I'm like any other person, I enjoy a good fireworks show, but there's safer areas to do it, there's safer atmospheres to do it, like the fireworks show down here.
City Council members listened to passionate feedback from both sides, some wanting the freedom to celebrate, others worried about safety, noise, and fire danger. After a devastating flood left more than 130 people dead in central Texas, there are growing calls for accountability.
The Texas governor called a special legislative session to look into preparedness changes statewide.
In Kirk County, officials are looking toward their next steps in the ongoing search, rescue, and recovery efforts.
And our Lee Waldman has the very latest.
Search efforts are continuing in the Texas Hill Country following the deadly July 4th flood. In hard-hit Kerr County, where at least 107 people have died, officials have revised the number of people still missing from 97 to 3 Saturday. The drastic decrease comes after many of the people initially reported missing were found safely, according to a release from the city of Kerrville.
We are coming to the near completion of the search and rescue phase. That's phase 1. Then we get to the recovery stage. And where we are, folks, is we're getting ready to start the recovery stage.
In a special commissioners court meeting, Kerr County engineer Charlie Hastings told commissioners the conditions made survival nearly impossible in some areas.
Our model is showing heights of 40 feet, and we already know from talking to people 55 feet on some parts of the river. You can't live through that. Yep. It was a tsunami. It was an inland tsunami.
While local officials work to address concerns, Governor Greg Abbott has called a special session for the Texas legislature to address items like improving early warning systems for flood-prone areas, providing relief funding, and strengthening emergency communications. Before the special session started, Texas Democrats and activists came together to draw attention to the tragedy and the role they believe the changing climate played.
This isn't just happening in Texas. North Carolina, New Mexico, and New Jersey have recently experienced unprecedented 1,000-year floods, and these deaths are caused by the climate crisis.
In New York, I'm Lee Waldman.
The Trump administration changed course and is moving ahead to develop a new database to provide Americans with precise estimates of their flash flooding risk. That's according to a NOAA official and internal memos.
Following this newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir has the very latest on the circumstances surrounding the death of former Cosby actor Malcolm Jamal Warner. Also, a passenger jet's close call with a B-52 bomber.
In the meantime, our News at 5 is just getting started. Coming up, our Monique Garcia standing by with a live report from Pasco, where the hunt for a new city manager continues.
Definitely stay tuned for that and your weather forecast as well. Stacy's coming back with a look at our rain chances coming up. Make sure you scan that QR code right there on your screen, and that will take you to the Apple Valley News Now weather app. We'll be right back.
Maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Something big is coming to Wild Horse Resort and Casino. He's elusive, he's famous, and there's a $120,000 Bigfoot bounty out for him this July and August. Spin the prize wheel for cash, free play, or the Bigfoot Bounty Progressive that increases each spin until it's won every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Then on July 26th, one of 3 lucky Bigfoot trackers takes home $15,000 in cash. Come catch Bigfoot. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, celebrating 3 decades of fun.
Why do patients and families immediately think of Good Shepherd? They trust our knowledge and expertise. They value the compassionate care we provide. They feel like they are being taken care of by family. From our renowned doctors and top-of-the-line technology to our state-of-the-art facilities, Good Shepherd Healthcare System. Patients first, always.
Did you know Fred's Appliance has been family-owned locally since 1962? Come check out what's in stock and on sale. Score big on all GE appliances from your favorite brands like GE Cafe and GE Profile. Fred's is offering exclusive deals on all GE fridges, ranges, dishwashers, and so much more. Get up to a $3,000 rebate on Cafe packages. We still have the largest selection of in-stock Get It Today inventory in the region, making us your smartest and most convenient choice.
Meet the Moore family. They switched from cable internet to Ziply Fiber and got so much more. Mr. Moore got more upload speed for next-level gaming and live streaming to the masses. Mason Moore got even more done for his sneaker business, quickly uploading HD product demos and video conferencing without freezing.
Brad, you're on mute.
And now that her family doesn't need her for tech support, Mrs. Moore has more time to stream games into overtime.
Let's go!
Get more of what you love by switching to Ziply Fiber for $65 less per month than cable at ziplyfiber.com.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
On this Monday night, we are back with developing news out in Pasco, where the hunt for a new city manager continues.
Our Monique Garcia is live outside City Hall now with an update for us. So Monique, what are you learning about where the city is in their city manager selection?
Hi, Wendy and Austin. I'm actually joined with the mayor himself of the city of Pasco, Pete Serrano. Now, on the city agenda for tonight, for your guys' regular city council meeting that starts at 7, I seen that you guys had something about the city manager on the agenda. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so last week we had some pretty long deliberations on our last 3 candidates, and we believe we've got someone that's selected. We put out a contract, and we're going to go ahead and look at that, and hopefully we've got some good reception from the candidate, and if that's the case, we'll be able to move forward and hopefully ratify it by the end of the evening.
So by the end of your guys' evening, you guys will have that one candidate that stood out of the 3 of them.
If everything has gone smooth sailing, absolutely, and we'll have selected them, that individual will be able to start the transition to move over here to Pasco and come serve our great city. And so that's our hope by the end of tonight. Item 12, one of the final items, is where we'll actually take action. We do have some discussion through executive session where we'll have the ability to talk about that.
All right, guys, if you want to know who this final candidate that will be the next city manager is, make sure to tune into Apple Valley News Now later on tonight. For now, I'm going to be sending it back to the desk. Austin and Wendy reporting in Pasco. Monique Garcia, Apple Valley News Now.
All right, Monique, thank you very much for that. Turning to an educational alert, the community is rallying to support a Central Washington University student who was impacted by a wildfire at the Grand Canyon. Israel Dowry, an incoming third-year student, was in the middle of an internship at the Grand Canyon's North Rim Lodge. While visiting home in Mount Vernon in early July, she learned the lodge was being evacuated due to the Dragon Bravo fire. While the place she was staying didn't burn down, she hasn't been given clearance to retrieve her belongings, which are probably smoke damaged. Dowry's aunt has started a GoFundMe to help cover hotel costs and replace her niece's things.
Having the support of my family and knowing that they'll be there for me, even if I do end up losing all of my stuff to smoke damage or fire, it definitely helps me to feel like I'm not alone in this situation.
Dowry's internship was supposed to end in October, but it has been cut short. That could impact her plan to graduate a year early. The GoFundMe has raised just over $400 so far, and the goal is $2,200.
It's definitely disappointing to not be able to have this full-time this full job position on my resume, and I haven't been able to get all of the experience that I would have gotten from it. But it's also been very humbling because I've never been in a situation where there's been so much at risk.
Dowry says she plans to return to school in September and that she's grateful for the time she had at the Grand Canyon. The GoFundMe has raised just over $400 so far, like we mentioned. More information, go to applevalleynewsnow.com.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And we'll start with a live look tonight out on our Biomart Skycam from the Atanum Ridge looking down into Yakima. We do see the cloud cover, which has made things cooler. A little bit of smoke and haze that's kind of trapped in the air. 79 degrees, well below our average for this time of year. Dew point at 49 degrees, and our humidity is at 35%. We're tracking some pretty well below average temperatures all through the region this afternoon. So very cool tonight right now in Ellensburg at 64 degrees. Let's take a look at our winds. We're pretty light for most of our area, but the winds are picking up here in the Yakima and Ellensburg area. We do have an upper level low that's aiding in the moisture, much needed moisture, I might add, through the area. And a few places are even seeing some showers and thunderstorms. We've had a few showers just outside of Ellensburg. We're seeing some lightning strikes across the Cascades, and even here in the Wallowas, Enterprise, LeGrand, out in the mountains, we're seeing some lightning strikes there tonight. It's kind of passing by, though, the rest of us this evening. So that's what's possible. Let's take a look at Futurecast. We see things swirling and kind of drying up. However, tomorrow we'll have a few lingering showers moving through the region a little bit later in the afternoon, where we could see a stray shower there in Yakima, Kittitas Valley, and even in the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities right around dinner time. That's going to swirl on out and move off to the east. Temperature-wise, check it out. Average in Yakima is 91 degrees. We're looking at 88 for tomorrow. Temperatures staying pretty mild for this time of year, you know. Could very easily be in the triple digits like we've seen a few times in Yakima, but we saw temperatures well below the average yesterday there at 80 degrees. Tri-Cities typically 94 degrees this time of year. We could be up to 89 tomorrow, still well below the average. And like today, we are really below average, and we saw that over the weekend. Kind of a nice little reprieve from some of the hot temperatures we could be seeing. Let's track that smoke for you that's been out in the atmosphere. It's kind of up there in the upper levels. Hasn't been impacting our air quality so much today. Definitely could smell the smoke earlier this morning when I walked out the door. And as you can see, we have some moderate air quality conditions here from Moses Lake to Connell, but everywhere else is in the green. So that's good news air quality wise. For tonight, our temperatures are down in the 50s all through the area. So a nice pleasant evening, good sleeping temperatures. Very slight chance of that stray shower tomorrow afternoon. Warmer though at 90. Then we see temperatures heat up a little bit Wednesday, Thursday, and they're going to cool down just slightly as we head into Waterfall Leagues weekend. Temperatures right around the average. In Yakima, better chance of seeing those showers there, as well as the Kittitas Valley, with some breezy winds developing Thursday and Friday. Again, fire danger increasing on those days with those breezy winds. Here's what it looks like in Ellensburg. We'll see temperatures in the 80s and 90s there. Breezy and gusty winds picking up in that area with potential thunderstorms tomorrow. Slight chance of rain in Walla Walla. Lots of sunshine. Temperatures staying in the low 90s or mid 90s for a couple days. So a little bit of a warm up Wednesday, Thursday. Otherwise, pretty mild, and temperatures look pretty good. I don't know. Everybody was saying something, and I'm like, you know, guys, usually we're at triple digits for multiple days in the month of July. So I'm kind of liking this milder July that we've been seeing so far.
Today was really nice, and I know it was a great day to take the kids to the playground. You know how sometimes it can get too hot and you know, can't really go there. Right. So they were excited today.
It almost felt like, you know, late spring today, other than, being in deep summer. So.
All right, thank you very much, Stacey. We've got the Spotlight up next here at 5.
Life. It's a crazy thing when you think about it. It's either about making memories or remembering those moments that matter most. Broadmoor RV has been serving families and its community in the Pacific Northwest for over 20 years. From travel trailers to toy haulers, truck campers, motorhomes, and fifth wheels, we have what you need to start creating memories with the ones you love. So get out there and make those memories last a lifetime. Broadmoor RV. We make camping fun.
This summer heats up on Friday, August 8th at Legends Casino Hotel as Roy Jones Jr. presents a pro boxing and entertainment event like no other. Yakima's own Andrew Murphy looks to remain undefeated, while female boxer Maricela Cornejo from Prosser join rising international stars from Germany and Mexico. Plus, there is a heavyweight from China you have to see to believe. Tickets start at just $40 and can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com or the Legends gift shop. It's a midsummer night's dream of hot boxing and sizzling entertainment. Friday, August 8th at Legends Casino Hotel. Get your tickets now.
Right now, U.S. Cellular makes it easy to switch and get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in.
No trade-in? But we're willing to trade in our teeth.
Nope. You don't have to trade your teeth in or an old phone.
I like that.
Yeah, your parents get an amazing deal.
I almost lost this one.
Yeah, you get to leave your tooth under your pillow.
For me, it's Tooth Fairy time.
Get $1,000 off any phone with no trade-in, and we'll pay off your current contract when you switch. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
Do you keep up with the trends or set your own?
Is the color dense enough?
Add more pigment. Launch on social.
We've got to take this global.
All right, so where do we go from here?
You've got to test it, perfect it, expand it. Never rest until it's right.
Introducing the business card that gives back all you put in. The new Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
At Bruce Heating and Air, our technicians are not incentivized by commissions or to find problems. We only look for solutions to keep you cool. Now through September 30th, receive rebates up to $1,650 off on a new Daikin Fit system.
Have you heard about refractive lens exchange? K2 Vision RLE means no glasses, no contacts, and no readers permanently. And you'll never develop a cataract.
No glasses or readers. K2 Vision RLE. An awesome canyon so close to home on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
All right, time now for tonight's Spotlight. It comes from Apple Valley News Now viewer Rick Zimmerman. He says he is on a mission to show people a discarded water bottle could be a fire source. He has been picking up many bottles on local mountain trails like this one, which had little droplets of water that can act like a magnifying glass and light the dry surroundings. So, Rick, thanks for picking those up. Have an idea for the Spotlight? Send me an email, areed@applevalley.newsnow.com. Your Reason to Smile with Stacy's up next.
So why don't you speed?
I've had one too many close calls on the road, and then I learned the facts.
It's dangerous to drive too fast.
It's true. 1 in 3 fatal crashes involve speeding.
This is our neighborhood, too. Most people try to be safe, but speeding is dangerous.
You know, the faster you go, the longer it takes to stop.
The faster you drive, the harder you'd hit someone. That driver gets it. Slower speeds save lives.
Please drive the speed limit so everyone is safe.
Together we get there.
Bathfitter showers have got people talking. Our wide selection of showers means it's exactly what we wanted. Seamless and watertight walls are much easier to clean than tiles and grout. And they stay in excellent shape. Every Bathfitter shower is backed by a lifetime warranty. And with thousands of 5-star reviews, the experience exceeds expectations. It's no wonder millions of Bathfitter customers love their new shower. It just fits. Go to bathfitter.com to book your free consultation.
Before, our service would be in and out. We wanted to switch to T-Mobile to make sure that we have better coverage.
T-Mobile is now the best network, and with the most satellites, we're connecting hundreds of thousands in places where cell towers can't reach with T-Satellite.
I signed up for T-Satellite and give me peace of mind as a mom that makes life better knowing that it's there when we need it.
Upgrade to the best network. Right now, T-Mobile will pay off 4 phones up to $3,200. Plus, hook you up with 4 new phones on us. Switch today.
Summer's here, and it's time to bring the heat in a new Honda. Head out for an unforgettable adventure, or take a sporty sedan for a spin, all while driving with confidence. See what makes Honda the Kelley Blue Book Best Value brand. Right now, you can get a 3.49% APR on a 2025 HRV.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The record shows no driver at fault. However, we found footage which shows the other driver caused the wreck.
Nice job. What's the insurance company's offer?
You know it's too low. Should I ask them for more?
Thanks, Shelby. But you know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitter. Attorney Mariano Morales.
It's an awesome canyon close to home.
The recreational opportunity here is endless.
Fishing, bird watching, river rafting, and more.
We have bighorn sheep. They're California bighorn sheep.
Fly the Northwest, the Yakima River Canyon.
Go for a scenic drive one evening. Come on up.
Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next ET, Marvel's first family, the Fantastic Four. Plus, ET's in Hawaii with Jason Momoa, and we're kicking off our annual week at the Palm Beaches with Tyler Cameron. Next ET.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
And welcome back. Time now for your Reason to Smile. Our good friend Shelley Brinkley set this one in. She said it was a absolutely gorgeous night out there on the 18th. And I agree.
Wow, yeah.
I grabbed some pretty good sunset photos myself over the weekend. So thanks, Shelley. QR code, top of your screen. That is how you get your photo on TV. Thanks to our friends at Lifetime Dental Care. Real quick, let's look at tomorrow. Some of us could be sitting by the pool, and some of us, well, when the thunder roars, head indoors. So there's a slight chance of a stray thunderstorm for Yakima and Kittitas valleys mainly, but lots of sunshine and nice and fairly mild temperatures, but slightly warmer than today. So enjoy.
All right. Well, I've enjoyed having both of you guys back today with me, so it's great to have y'all back.
Thank you. Thanks for holding down support. We'll see you at 6. Hoping your news is good news.